Hey y'all. Okay, so from the title of the video, this is my first trimester update slash get ready with me slash Q&A. So yeah, if you see me looking down, she's undiagnosed, so she needs to write down her thoughts or else they're gonna go with the wind. And of course, the day when I plan to do a talking video, I don't have a voice. Make it make sense. Excuse my voice, excuse the fan, because it's loud, but I'm not finna overheat, so we're leaving it on. So we're gonna go from this, still very cutie, to this. So if you wanna see, stay tuned. But first, I'm gonna head in the shower. We're back, freshly showered. Hair is detangled. We gotta hurry up though. Oh, I didn't even tell you. We're getting ready because I'm supposed to be meeting up with some friends. I low-key thought they were gonna cancel. Not for any reason bad. Like, they're both like entrepreneurs and they're really busy. So, but I was still gonna get ready and then, I don't know, figure it out if like they cancel. But I was like so sure they were gonna cancel, but they're not. So yeah, so if you're new or haven't seen any of my other videos, which that's weird, I'll link them below and you should definitely go watch them. But I am pregnant. I'm pregnant, y'all. Crazy. Everybody seems to think this is so crazy. But yeah, I'm pregnant with our first child. And you know what? I will address the emphasis on our at the end of the video because I'm confused. So I'm just gonna go over like how the first trimester went. I'm obviously in my second trimester now. I'm not saying exactly where I am. I'm not providing any dates. I'm gonna explain, but like to a point. Yeah, because I want to share, but like I still want to maintain some sense of privacy. So was in the first trimester. In the second trimester, gonna tell you if I recommend and rate it out of 10. You know something, if you know something that I did not say in the video, do me a favor and shut your mouth. Don't, clearly I don't want that to be public, so don't like comment it under the video. Shut it, please. So first things first, like finding out. When did I find out? I found out like pretty early on. Again, I'm not saying dates, but child, if I'm being honest, I knew from day one. Someone did ask us like if we were trying. We weren't not trying. 1 + 1 = 2. So I already knew. That's what I mean when I said I knew from the jump, you know, because I was playing with fire, okay? Whew. So I knew pretty early on. Officially, I took a test. Well, first of all, my period didn't come on, and which was indicator number 1. And then secondly, when we were doing what married people do, I knew I was ovulating. And but yeah, officially it was about 2 weeks later when I took a test and it said pregnant. So that's when I found out. So yeah, we weren't like trying like it wasn't like a okay 1 2 3 let's do this today. It was just like we did the thing and now there's a baby. I wasn't really prepping my body per se either. Okay, let me say this. In that moment, or at that time, I was doing things to prioritize my cycle and balance my hormones, as far as like my diet, and like doing different things like seed cycling, trying to eat clean, eating things that would like support my reproductive system. And it was a conversation because I am in the 30 club, and you know, I just wanted to make sure that everything was good to go for when I decided to go down that route, and it just so happened to happen. So I don't want to say I wasn't doing anything. I was actually prepping, but I wasn't. I was planning to maybe start trying, honestly, at the end of the year, or like end of the year to like 2026. I was planning in my head. I literally had a date set in the calendar, like when to start like actually trying. But life, I got carried away. When did we tell our family and friends? Okay, so like I said, if you haven't seen it, I just posted my family and friends, well, some of them. I didn't get all of them on video, but their reactions. I did not tell anyone in the first trimester. We found out together because we both suspected already. So we were just in the shower. We like to shower together. I don't know if that's TMI, but I took the test. We jumped in the shower. He hopped out before me, and he saw it, and he was just like, it's positive. And that was it. That's how we found out. But we already kind of knew. None of our friends and family knew until the second trimester, which is not long before all of you knew. So, and I think the reason I did that is, if I'm honest, uncertainty. Like, we are definitely a pro-choice household, and I am not apart from exercising that right at all. So I think it was just me sitting with the fact that, okay, this is happening. Am I okay with it? Do I want to do this? Are we ready for this? Those kinds of things, internal, and also with him, like dialogue. Didn't really want any outside noise during that time, so we decided not to tell anyone until we were into the second trimester. Also to make sure, because like things can happen. Like I said, like this is our first baby, but like I've gotten a positive test before, and like it just doesn't work out for one reason or another. So yeah, things happen in the first trimester. So we just wanted to wait it out, make sure that we were like firm in our decision. Things were okay with the baby potato. Oh, we're calling the baby potato, by the way, so you can call the baby potato too, because we're not sharing the name. So that was like finding out, basically. Okay, I need to do these things in front of my hair. I also need to get ready and not just be blabbing. Oh my god, I hope y'all can hear me. I can't really talk very loud. My voice. Okay. Oh, I just applied a little bit of gel. I shouldn't show the labels because ain't nobody sponsoring me yet, but that's okay. That's what I'm using, so it's fine. Okay, I'm just gonna leave that like that because I'm gonna wet it and like curl it. I always do my hair before I do my makeup. you'll do makeup first and then hair? Or hair then makeup? Especially if I'm doing something like sleek, I need it to set. So I like to do it first. Okay, period. That looks even. Just gonna tuck this behind. Okay, next. Symptoms. What were my symptoms? I keep saying that I didn't really have any symptoms, but when I was making notes and like looking back at my notes to like write down stuff I wrote down, Jesus, I can't even talk, during my first trimester, I did have quite a few symptoms. I think I've just heard so many other people have like such rough times. I almost feel in a way guilty about saying like I had like symptoms, because they really weren't anything like too bad, but I mean they were still symptoms, you know, so I shouldn't feel bad about talking about them, but I wouldn't classify them as like anything severe. Yeah, so I did break it down by like week. Luckily I had done this already like early on, and I think it was because I wanted to bring up like anything that seemed weird to my OB. But anyways, first week, because like I said, I knew immediately when it happened. The first week to like 4 weeks, no symptoms. Well, the only symptom was I missed my period. So first 4 weeks, nada. Week 5 is when things started to creep in. Now I have them written down in like bulk because I didn't write down like exactly how long the symptoms last, so I just have a general idea. So between weeks 5 and 8 is when I started to develop some symptoms. I think the first thing that I had was boob tenderness, and I was congested, which apparently is normal because like your body increases mucus production because you have something called a mucus plug, so which helps to keep all the baby juices in. I don't know, something like that. So, but you can be more mucusy on a whole, right? So it just felt like I had a little cold or something. Not what I sound like now. I definitely got sick. I won't say by who. Yeah, so tenderness and congestion. And the thing with my symptoms, they don't, well, most of the ones I'm gonna list off, they didn't last for long. So like the tenderness and the congestion, I would say maybe lasted a week each, and I think those happened at the same time. So I would say around week 5 I was just tender and congested. Then the following weeks I did develop a little bit of nausea. Now when I say nausea, I don't mean like, you know, like if you get sick on a boat, or like you really feel like you're gonna throw up. It was like very mild nausea, like just like I don't know how to explain it, but I never felt like I was actually gonna throw up. Almost like you just looked at something disgusting, but like, if that makes sense. I don't know how else to explain it. But I never threw up or had any morning sickness, I guess. Those were like, they lasted for a week. I don't think any of those were like layered on top of each other, which is a nice thing. So nausea, my sense of smell was through the roof. Like oh my goodness, I could smell everything. And also my appetite kind of declined, like really hard. Not that food like turned me off or what, it smelled gross. I mean, yeah, it didn't smell, smells were just overwhelming in general. Everything, like food, cleaners, my man, everything, just turn it up to the max, you know. Then 8 through 12 we did develop some like physical symptoms, which one of them I had developed before, because like I said, I've had other positive tests, was, and I'm telling on myself if you know me and if you remember, cysts on my eye. I think they're called myobian cysts. And the last time that I had one, it was because I was pregnant. That seems to be a symptom, a common symptom for me personally. And some other ones that popped up was I got a little skin tag randomly, just on my thigh. I was able to get rid of it. I just tied it off with a piece of string. And what else? Oh, my skin, which I should include that in the overall symptoms, like symptoms I've had for like the whole first trimester that hasn't gone away. And those would be dryness. My skin, my hair, my lips, everything is dry. Water aversion, which is so weird for me because I am usually like so on top of my hydration without even really thinking about it. And I feel like since I've gotten pregnant, it's not that what, because I hear people say like water is nasty to them, like they have like a serious like water aversion, and it's not like that. I just I'm not really bothered to drink. I don't feel thirsty. And I don't know if I mentioned it earlier, but hunger also. There was like 1 week in there where I did feel like hunger pains, not even hunger pains, but like I wake up hungry, and that's not common for me. Like if you know me, I get up, even if I get up at like 5, 4, it doesn't matter. I'm not ready to eat anything until 11 o'clock. So I don't wake up hungry. If anything, I'll have like coffee or tea or something like that. But that has also been consistent. I'm still not hungry, but I eat. I do make myself eat because I gotta feed the potato. Insomnia has been here to stay. The girl cannot fall asleep at night. It takes me a while sometimes, and it's not every single night, but it's definitely a couple nights per week. I need to do my hair while I'm chatting. Yeah, so insomnia, and then the dreams, lucid dreams. Can we talk about it? Because it is crazy. I don't even bother telling people anymore because I'm like, I sound insane. The dreams are pretty out of this world. Most of them have been like just chaotic. Only one was like scary and like had me like wake up out of my sleep really. So yeah, I think that's it, right? Yeah, no appetite. I have to be more conscious of getting my water intake in. That's a better way of saying it. And no like real cravings, I would say. My husband would tell you otherwise. He would be like, oh, I like sweets, but I always like sweets. Like both my parents have like killer sweet tooths, and I unfortunately have inherited that. So I always love a cheeky dessert. That's nothing new. I'm being rough with my hair because I'm rushing. Please do not judge me. Okay. I had another hair tie. Oh, here it is. Yeah, so I think that's it for symptoms, right? Yeah. Okay, next, supplements and nutrition. Okay, so the supplements that I'm taking is called Smarty Pants. I will try to insert it. Lord have mercy, I hope I can do it. It's called Smarty Pants, and it's good. But honestly, if you want to know the real tea, most of the supplements on the market that are marketed to pregnant people are trash. They really are. The closest thing I found to like being like almost like everything that's recommended. I
got mine in the mail today.
What?
I got mine in the mail today.
Oh. I gotta order some since the store I wanted to get it was closed. Anyways, I'm vlogging. Can you see? I'm not showing you.
Sorry.
It's okay. I'll call you back.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. Anyways, yeah. So I'm taking Smarty Pants. I honestly would prefer to be taking this brand called Needed, but like if I have to buy, because their stuff is good, honestly, I can't even lie, but if I have to buy like all the supplements from them that I would need to meet the daily value of vitamins and nutrients, you know, that you should get as a pregnant person, I would be spending like over $100 every month on supplements. With eggs being $9, like, it's crazy. I can't. And I feel so guilty about it, honestly. Oh my gosh, I've been talking for half an hour already. I feel so guilty about it, honestly, because, you know, you're growing this person. You want to do what's best for them, but, you know, you do the best you can with what you got.
I'll do the best I can with what I got. Oh!
Anyway, so I take Smarty Pants, and they're okay. So the other part of that is nutrition. So I really try, because I know that, you know, I'm not getting everything from my supplements. I really try to prioritize my diet. Am I perfect? No, because again, I don't even feel freaking hungry to want to eat. So a lot of days, honestly, I feel like I'm forcing myself to eat, but I do it. One supplement in particular that almost, if not every single one, and actually with Needed, I think they have like a separate, like they have a multivitamin and then they have a separate vitamin that's just for this, and it's called choline, and it's so important like for growing your baby's brain and like their nervous system and stuff like that. It's like one of the most important supplements. None of the freaking prenatals give you the daily recommended amount for pregnancy, so what the hell is the point? But anyways, so I found that out pretty early, because again, I found out pretty early. So, and if you know me, I like to do my research. I like to be informed, not on everything, but the things that I care about for sure. So after finding out that I need this supplement, most of the prenatals don't have enough, when honestly the best source is food, and the most, you know, what is it, bioactive or bioavailability is for you to, you know, eat your nutrients. Duh. I think everyone knows that. One high source of choline is eggs. So because of that, I basically eat eggs every day. But the thing is, choline in egg yolks, which don't, again, this is not medical advice. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. This is based on what I found on the internet, okay? And what I found is that the choline in eggs is in the egg yolk, right? However, I think, like most things, if you cook it past a certain temp and stuff like that, the nutrients in it is denatured. So the best way to get the benefits of said choline in the egg yolk is to basically have sunny side up eggs with the runny yolks. Doctors advise pregnant people to not eat undercooked eggs. What? So how the hell am I supposed to get the damn choline? If I can't get it from the source, it's not in the vitamins, where am I supposed to get it? So, which is why I pay $9 for my eggs, because they're organic, they are pasture raised, they are the best eggs. I think they're called Pete's. Yeah, so those are the eggs that I buy. And when they were having that egg recall all over the country, their brand was never recalled. So I'm gonna stick beside them.
You're a man.
Yeah.
Look at the screen.
That's mine. And
And
I'm gonna stick beside him.
that's
So yeah, I try to have eggs every day. 2 of them, sunny side up. So I get the choline from the yolks. Other than that, I eat a lot of citrus, vitamin C, because I heard that's good for I don't know if it's folate production or absorption, something like that. Okay, this is a hairstyle. I'm just gonna unbraid these like when it's time to go. Yeah, other than that, I just really try to eat clean. Now, do I have ice cream and chocolate here and there? Yes, but I definitely try to limit it. I do try to eat really colorful when I'm at home. I'm not at home right now, so I'm just eating whatever. And I have, if you know me, I used to be plant-based, but I have had some I wouldn't say reactions, maybe like sensitivities to eating certain beans and legumes and grains, which make up most of like the plant-based protein sources. And obviously I need protein while I grow a baby, so I have been pescatarian, which I always said if I went back to eating meat, I would probably be pescatarian. If all of those things go away once I evict this baby, I'll probably be back to strictly plant-based, because it's okay, it's just not my favorite thing. Alright, I'm gonna tie my hair so it can be flat. Alright, period. I still have 30 minutes before I need to leave the house. This is just my honest daily calm moisturizer. I feel like I've showed it to you guys before. I think I definitely, or maybe I didn't, I don't know, what's wrong. I'm not say definitely. Oh, that is the other thing. My I'm pretty sure, I shouldn't say I'm pretty sure, but I feel like I'm definitely undiagnosed for some sort of maybe ADHD. I don't know. But during pregnancy, Lord, I can't remember anything. So that's the thing that's been like consistent, and I feel like that was a theme in my life before. So yay me. Any specific nutrition goals? Not really. My OB just gave me a range of how much weight I should gain, and I'm just trying to stick to that, which was, she said between 15 to 25 pounds. So far I've gained 9, which she says is okay, because I always ask when I go to the appointment, because they weigh you every single time and then kick you out basically. If it's enough, because I don't know, like, should I be eating? I know I'm not, I could be eating more, but she says everything is fine. Potato looks fine, they're growing great, so that's what it is right now. Okay, exercise. I am staying active, or I should say the first trimester I was very active, like going to the gym or doing home workouts at least, because sometimes I don't feel like going to the gym. As far as any adjustments I made, I just went on YouTube and looked up like first trimester friendly workouts, and honestly there wasn't too many limitations, especially if you were doing stuff before. So whatever you were doing, you were encouraged to just continue doing that, you know. And granted, I wasn't doing like a whole bunch, but I kept pretty active and my energy was pretty high, so I was pretty happy for that, because I was hearing from a lot of people that their energy was like in the toilet in the first trimester. And how did my body feel? I mean, fine for the most part, I think. Now that I'm thinking about it, I did have, and I'm not sure if I've mentioned it on here before, probably not. I have something, je ne sais quoi, no, if I do too much, like if I overexert myself, I can get really tired to the point where I can't really recover like a normal person, if that makes sense. And I do have some like warning symptoms if I am getting close to that point, and one of them is what I call the tingles. So it's like pins and needles in your leg, like your arm and your legs are falling asleep, but I'm not in a position for them to fall asleep, and they'll just do it randomly, like for a whole day or days, if I am doing too much, you know. So there was, I don't know how many days it was, I don't think it was that long though, I think it was maybe like 1 or 2 days in there where I did have that pins and needles sensation, but otherwise I felt fine in my body. So yeah. Okay, now let's get into the fun stuff, my mental and emotions. No, honestly, I'm like, praise God, my mental health has been good. Trigger warning. Like I said before, I have been pregnant before, and my mental health did not fare so well. I did at a point while pregnante wish to be unalive, and I just was not doing great. That pregnancy did not continue for whatever reason. So yeah, this one has been much better. So we thank God. Emotionally, I haven't been like crazy. Like, okay, and that's a trigger word. That should come with a trigger warning. So sorry. But I hear people say it about themselves, like, yeah, bitch, I was crazy. I haven't been like very or like extra emotional, I would say. Again, I feel like my baby daddy would argue that point, but like, I have had a few breakdowns, but they were warranted. It was that I had an appointment that I went to, and they made it seem like I had to fast because you have to do a lot of freaking blood work. Oh my Jesus. In the beginning. Yeah, so I had fasted, but they took so long to see me. And the way my OB is set up, it's like a facility, and like on one side they have like OB appointments for like pregnant and expecting moms, and then on the other side they have a different set of appointments, but like you could also go over there depending on who you're seeing. And then they had another section where you can do like blood work and scans and stuff like that. So it's a pretty big facility. So they had me go to like the first area where you just do appointments, but I had to do this blood work, and I was over there waiting for them for so long. They finally saw me. It had to be like an hour, at least an hour waiting in the waiting room, and then they saw me, and then I still had to go over to the blood place, get the blood drawn, anyways, whatever. So I was like, and I think this is around the time where the hunger was real. So we finally left, and I was starving, and everywhere that I wanted or that sounded good, because again, I'm hungry, but I don't really, nothing sounds good. So nothing is sounding good. I don't want to eat anything really that's available. The things that I do want are not available. And then I settled for this fast food place, right? I'm feeling horrible about it because, again, like I told y'all, I'm trying to do my best and eat healthy. So I'm feeling guilty on the way there, like, oh, I'm gonna be feeding my baby fast food. Like, this is so terrible. But like, this is the only thing I can even fathom eating. Look them up online, they're open. When we get there, and I should have known because the parking lot was empty. When we got there, it was closed, and I started crying. And I think that was like the first like real emotional like outburst, I guess, that I had. And my baby daddy was very supportive. I could tell he kind of wanted to laugh at me, but I think he also knew like how frustrated and like long of a day that I had. He got it in a way. Like, it wasn't anything, it wasn't like crazy, you know? Like, I didn't wake up from bed hungry and like start hysterically crying. These little barrels. Ooh, does that one look like kind of crazy? Now that I've turned. Yeah. I need to fill it in a little bit more right here. Okay, period. What else did I cry about? Oh, so in this stage of life, I am a stay-at-home wife, not a stay-at-home mom yet. So, not to say that I do all of the like household things, because my baby daddy definitely helps and like does laundry, he cooks, you know, he does do stuff, but because, you know, he works outside of the home and I do not currently, I put it on myself to try to take up the responsibility of doing most of those things, right? So there was a point in the first trimester, again, this wasn't for long, that I was feeling like tired. I think it was the same time when I was feeling the tingles, right? Because whenever that happens, I just gotta lay down, like until they go away. I just have to rest. And he was also still like working at the time, so I just felt terrible. Like, here I am, he's going to work, he's coming home, he's making me dinner, he's bringing it to me, he's making me breakfast before he goes to work. I felt like shit because I wasn't holding up my end. And not that he never makes me feel that way, obviously, but I internalize those feelings, you know. And he just random, I didn't even tell him, just randomly, I think he was washing the dishes or something, and I must have brought my plate into the kitchen, and he just looked at me and he was like, do you need to cry? I just lost it. I just lost it. And then I told him, and he was like, you know, don't be silly, you know, you're doing a lot, well, your body's doing a lot, so it's fine. And that's why we love him. But that was like the other hysterical crying session that I had. Oh, the third one, actually we won't mention the third one because we're still a little upset. No, I'm just joking, but I don't want to, if I say it and the right person watches it, it'll allude to something that I don't want to allude to. But there was one more thing that happened that I hysterically cried. Like, oh my god, I thought my abs were finna separate. Like, that's how hard I was crying. But yeah, that's it. I don't think it's been too crazy yet. Have I had any anxiety, excitement, or worries? Anxiety and worries, yes, the whole time. Because I'm a very like, how do you say, like, I don't speak English. I don't want to call it a pessimist. No, I'm not a pessimist. I'm a realist. And because I was in the first trimester, and because I know shit can go down in the first trimester, I was always like, is it okay? Is it not okay? Are they alive? You know? And it's, even though it's us pregnant, it's really me. So it's like you internalize a lot of that, like, am I doing the right thing? So I definitely had anxiety and worried about it a bit. Not the whole time, but definitely for a good amount of the time. And I would just, I think in also being a realist, I would tell myself, well, if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. And I'll be okay. And we'll get through it. And yeah, it wasn't meant to be, you know? That's kind of how I look at things. So that and like prayer, and like just kind of giving it up to God and like the universe, and just being like, if this is for me, it'll be for me, and it'll work out, and it'll be great. And if it's not, then there's a lesson to be learned, or something. I always feel like there's something. I'm not gonna miss out on anything that's for me. So that was kind of the thought process and how I coped with the anxiety and worry about the potato. Getting through this, y'all. Are we planning to find out the gender? We actually already know the gender, and if you know, remember, shut your mouth. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna share it online, and I don't think I'm gonna share the name or the baby, really. Obviously you'll see like peaks of my journey through motherhood here and there, but I'm definitely not planning on becoming like a family vlogger. This is still all about me. Me being a wannabe. Oh, and also that was one of the questions, but I'll get to that in the end. Hopefully I remember. But this is still gonna be very much my channel and not like a family vlog or anything like that. So I'm gonna keep most of that pretty private. As far as ideas for birth plans, I have ideas of a plan. Like that orange man. I have concepts of a plan.
So yes or no, you still do not have a plan?
I have concepts of a plan.
I do have a plan. Again, I'm not sharing too much, because it's not concrete. I'm still weighing my options, and B, just the noise and like the opinions. I don't want any opinions from other people. If I could share and people would just, you could have your opinions, but like it's when people give like, oh well, I think you should do this or that, but I didn't ask you, you know. So especially strangers on the internet, I don't think I'm gonna share what my birth plan is probably until after I give birth, and then I can go into in depth about, you know, what that was like, because I am documenting it in a way. Baby items, we don't have much right now. We have a few little articles of clothing. That is how I told some of my friends and family the sex of the baby, because I just got them, I bought an outfit that was, you know, indicative of the gender. So we don't have a lot of stuff. I have started my registry. I'm still tweaking it because it's like, oh my god, there's so many products out there, and like they make you feel like you need so much stuff, and it's like I've added stuff as I've like found out, but then I've also gone back and taken a lot of stuff off because I'm like, oh, the baby don't really need that. The baby need a place to sleep, something to eat, diapers, me. That's about it, and a blanket. That's really all the baby needs to survive, to like actually live. That's about it. All of the rest is like fluff. So I'm really trying to like dial back the fluff on the registry, because one thing about both of us is we're not into clutter and a lot of things. Like for me in my house, a lot of things overwhelm me, and I think that's because I grew up with Caribbean parents, and if you know, you know. If you don't, then, or if you grew up with African parents, maybe, because they're also on that same kind of vibe. There's just stuff everywhere, and it's not bad, it's just not my vibe, and it's not baby daddy's vibe either. So because of that, we're trying to keep it to a minimum. Okay, next on the face also, because We still have to go out. What time is it? I need to leave in like 10 minutes, y'all. What the hell?
Yeah. Shanice.
Yeah?
Your mouth is moving a lot like a rat. Yappa, 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 yappa. Shut it, please.
Okay. My body and like changes. I definitely have a bump now. I didn't really have a bump for the whole first trimester, and like I met up with people, like I was on video calls, and like yeah, nobody knew, so it definitely wasn't showing in the first trimester. But the second, okay, the potato is out here and they want you to know. I already talked about my skin and my hair being dry, so that's all body changes. Okay, what has saved me so far? Mom Cozy ice packs, because I did have a little bout of mastitis. If you don't know what that is, it's like inflammation in the boobies that can cause clogged ducts. So I had to ice my boobs. That was not fun, but we did it and we survived. And she's better now. So Mom Cozy ice packs is the first thing that I had it on my registry already, just to have, because it's an ice and heating pack. You can put it in like the microwave or like boiling water to heat it up. So I thought it would be a good thing to have. Ended up buying it before I even put out my registry. What else? Oh, belly, and I forgot to put that as one of my symptoms. Back pain. Oh my goodness, it was really intense. Like I bought like a back support like band for me to go to the gym, because I was still going to the gym. And I've also bought like like garments that like support the back and like belly, because I don't know, my back was just hurting. I still use the garments in my second trimester, but mostly for the belly support. Nursing bras, because the boobs have expanded and I'm not buying regular bras for this huge size. I said that already. I said it in another video. So I am using nursing bras now that are comfy, cozy. Are they the cutest? No, but practicality over here is what matters. Oh, my Simply Modern cup. I shouldn't say that. I was gonna say I never really had an emotional support cup like that before. Which I really haven't, but she's cute. She carries a lot of water. She keeps it cold. I have to have cold water now that I don't really care to drink water. And it helps me to stay on top of it. So I fill it up first thing in the morning, and I try to finish it like either before breakfast or around breakfast time, and then I fill it up again after that and try to finish it before dinner time, and then after dinner I'll fill it up again before I go to bed. So I'm making sure that's how I make sure I'm getting enough water during the day. Normally I don't even have to think about it because I feel thirsty. I just don't feel thirsty. I don't feel hungry. It's crazy. Okay, and last, oh, my calendar. Like, I never really used to use or put things in my calendar, but if I don't do that now, it's not getting done at all. So my calendar has definitely been a lifesaver for me this pregnancy. Okay, all right, let me go through the questions really quickly. If you're wondering like what questions, you clearly don't follow me on my Instagram. I asked people on there to ask me questions. I mostly meant about pregnancy, but it could be about me in general or my channel. It doesn't really matter. Okay, let me change really quickly and then we'll go through the questions. Okay, this is the top. I will try to take a picture outside so you guys can see the whole fit, but gum, hand sanitizer, Tums, always. Oh, I forgot to do my lippy. I'm doing this Dior lip gloss that I always do. I'll just put it on. This is the bag. I gotta call the Uber. Okay, pick up in 15 minutes. Boom. Okay, so we're great. Gucci. Okay, questions. First of all, can you see this? Are you single or taken? If the ring, the bump, and the pictures with a man on my Instagram were not clear enough, I am not single. I am married. Very married. Been married and public about being married for years. And there were a few unhinged questions like this, so I don't know what the confusion is, but no, I'm not single. Another one was like, what would you say if someone on here asked you out? I would say you need to get your eyes checked. Actually, I wouldn't say nothing. I would just delete the chat, because what are you even talking about? I don't know where. I have no idea. Anyways, so let's get to the questions that make some damn sense. Some of these were so cute. Like, people like your aesthetic, your energy, love it, blah 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 blah. And to y'all, love you. This one, how does it feel being everyone's crush? I don't know about that, but thank you. Would you want to make a new bestie? Bestie? I don't know, because I don't just call anyone a bestie. Am I open to friends? Yeah, why not? I'm a nice person. I just think I mesh with who I mesh with, you know, and I just don't force friendships. Yeah, so I'm open to friends, guys. Come be my friend. No, more stupid ones. Okay, this one says, how do you feel about approaching motherhood? Do you feel ready to make an addition to the world we live in? I'm scared. Are you scared for me or the baby, or just pregnancy in general? But also I feel like I wouldn't say I was scared, but I was definitely like aware of like, this is a big deal. And I think that's also why I've waited so long to have, because I know what a huge responsibility it is to bring someone into this world, and like what that impact will be. That I have thought about it a lot. I do think I'm ready as I'll ever be, because ready or not, it's too late to turn back. But I have given it a lot of thought, like the kind of parent I want to be, and like how I can be the best support for my child, and like what that looks like in different circumstances, you know, because I don't know who this kid is gonna be. So I just have to be prepared to support them in whatever way that they need, and making sure that I have the tools to be good and full and ready enough in myself that I can pour into them. And I feel like I've been doing the work for that over the last couple of years. So that was a good question. Somebody asked, how's the potato? The potato is good. Personality or looks. I don't know what that means. In my circumstance, I would say personality. In myself, because I feel like you can be cute, but like if you have no personality, then you're a fucking loser, you know? Hi. They can't see you.
No.
I'm waiting for my Uber.
Oh my god.
Right.
An Uber?
Yeah.
Why are you taking an Uber?
Should I cancel it? I don't know where it is.
You still need enough fare?
They'll be here in 12 minutes.
Okay, so
Do you want to drive that far? It's like 13 miles away. It's
13 miles?
Yeah, it's like a 25-minute drive.
Where is that now?
I don't know.
The same Bay place?
I think so.
Okay, I'll bring it.
Alright.
I
Period.
know where you are.
Okay.
Don't go nowhere else. Should I get out?
No, you can stay. I'm just going over the questions. Somebody said, shut up. I wish we were closer friends like we used to be. I don't know who it is.
If you want me to go in my bed, I'm
No,
going
shut
tonight.
up. Shut
Tell me
up.
that.
I don't know. Message me.
I don't think that's the point.
I mean, why are we not close friends anymore? Like, is it really that deep? I don't know, because I don't know who it is, so I can't really say like,
The
yeah,
point
girl,
is
we can
not
be
to-
closer friends, or no, you know?
I'm an Aquarius.
First of all, you're making too much damn noise in the background. But yeah, message me, girl. We can talk about it and see. Or I don't know if it's a girl or a guy. How do you feel about stepping into motherhood? I don't say I feel ready, but I feel like I am preparing myself, and I have been preparing myself for it. So I'm not like, I just lied and said I'm leaving now. I feel like I will be okay. I do. No, if you had asked me this a few years earlier and other times that I have gotten a positive pregnancy test, I would have told you fuck no. But that is not the case today, so we praise God. Okay, this question, I feel like this person knows me and like knows maybe some of my tea. But they said, if you could break your life up into different age groups, what would you say was your wildest age group? My wildest age group? I mean, maybe when I got out of high school, like right when I got out. You ask like my friends at the time, and like even my sisters, they'll be like, oh, Melanie's a golden child. She's a goody two-shoes. She does nothing. Da, 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 da. So I wasn't trying to be that girl anymore. So I was outside, okay? Hanging out with people I was not supposed to be hanging out with. Right. On the corners, okay, on the blocks until crazy times in the morning. Drinking, smoking, doing all the things, okay? Except boys. I was a virgin for a long time. Well, maybe not a long time. Let me just relax. But I was not doing the boys. I was just out with the boys doing things that my parents did not like. And my parents actually, well, my dad actually found out that it's actually gross, but I was smoking cigarettes at the time, which is so cringe and embarrassing. And he found out, and if you don't know my dad, that's fine, but he also smokes. And I was like, who are you to judge me? I really said that to him. Actually, I said it worse than that, but we're not gonna do that. So I would probably say then was like my wildest years, like after high school. Yeah. Your skin is glowing. What's your skincare routine? Honestly, I think a lot of it has to do with my eating, and I really need to wrap this up because I need to go. I think it has a lot to do with my skincare, what I eat, because my skincare routine is really not that extensive. Before I got pregnant, I used to use retinol or retinoic acid. Anything in the retinoid family is probably one of the best things you can incorporate into your skincare, in my opinion. The sun is really soleil. So let's stay over here. Yeah, so what I eat, I think, is the number one, and also genetics, I think, plays a part, but I do see a difference in my skin when I eat like shit. Oh, I didn't see this. How many kids do you want to have? Delusionally, I used to want 3 to 5. I'll be lucky if I get to 3. In this economy, you're crazy. I don't know. Let's see how this first one goes and how these next couple of years go with this new world leader that we have, and we'll decide. But it used to be 3 to 5. Right now, we're just trying to get through one. Love your content. Keep doing your thing, Boom. Oh, love it. Thank you, whoever you are. May God bless you all the days of your life. What's your favorite song? Right at this moment, what the hell? I'm singing that stupid song all the time. Is everything okay with you? Yeah, I'm great. I am thriving. How did you feel when you found out you were pregnant? Officially, shock. Which is stupid because I knew what I was doing. But the initial reaction was shock, I think, for both me and my baby daddy. In that first trimester, we were kind of just looking at like each other like, you see me, I see you.
You see me? Yeah. Yes, I see you. You see me? Hell yeah, I see you. Both of us sitting here looking like 2 big Barneys. We see each other.
We over here looking like 2 big damn Barneys. Just staring at each other, deer in headlights. That's how we felt. Or that's how I felt. Okay, stupid questions. Who do you miss right now? Miss my Bailey girl. If you don't know, Bailey is my firstborn. She is my dog, and she lives with her grandparents, my mom and dad. I'm going to bring her home sooner rather than later, and I miss her terribly. I also cried about missing her in my first trimester. Someone said love you. Love you too, whoever you are. And the last one is asking me if I'm single. Oh my god. Okay, that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm gonna head out and go meet my friends. I will try to insert some clips in the end so you can see the whole bit. Okay, love you, bye.